in the shadowed corridors of Montecito's opulent estates, where the California sun casts long doubts over Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's once glittering American exile, whispers of mounting mortgages, crippling security bills, and a desperate scramble for cash paint, a portrait of royal dreams crumbling under the weight of unchecked ambition, hinting at quarrels with benefactors, dramatic staff upheavals, and a financial precipice that could force them back into the very fold they so publicly scorned. It's a pleasure to have you with me as we dissect these unfolding layers with the scrutiny they deserve. One cannot help but reflect on the irony of it all as Prince Harry, once the spirited spare to the throne, now finds himself ensnared in a web of fiscal woes that began with the purchase of their sprawling Montecito mansion back in 2020, a 9-bedroom behemoth acquired for $14.65 million with a hefty $9.5 million mortgage that demands monthly repayments rumored to hover between $50,000 and $100,000. A burden that a well-placed source describes as increasingly untenable amid their dwindling income streams. Inside Harry's mind, one imagines a turbulent monologue of regret, questioning how the pursuit of independence led to such dependence on lenders, while the atmosphere around them thickens with the pressure of annual property taxes exceeding $288,000 and maintenance costs for the estate's lavish features, like imported European fireplaces and a pond teeming with stressed koi carp requiring specialist care, piling on thousands more each month, creating an environment of quiet. Panic where every utility bill or gardener's invoice feels like another nail in the coffin of their self-proclaimed freedom. The long-term consequences loom large, as this relentless outflow could erode their net worth, estimated to have been bolstered by one-off deals like Netflix's $100 million pact, now reportedly downgraded to a mere first-look arrangement set to expire in 2025, potentially forcing asset sales or a humiliating return to royal patronage, underscoring how their bold exit from the firm has morphed into a cautionary tale of hubris outpacing practicality, leaving them isolated in a community where locals, according to a source behind closed doors, label them as the most entitled, disingenuous people on the planet for their reclusive ways and perceived aloofness. Adding to this financial maelstrom is the exorbitant cost of security, a fixation that a source within the inner circle attributes to Meghan's unyielding paranoia about threats, real or imagined, with annual expenditures ballooning to between $2 million and $3 million for round-the-clock protection in the U.S., far exceeding what they once enjoyed as working royals. Picture Meghan's inner thoughts racing through scenarios of vulnerability, her Hollywood-honed instincts clashing with the harsh reality that Harry's failed legal battles in the UK, culminating in a May 2025 court loss where he blamed an establishment stitch-up for denying him taxpayer-funded guards, have left them solely responsible for these bills, fostering an atmosphere of tension in their household where every trip or public appearance requires meticulous budgeting, amplified by the pressure from former allies like Tyler Perry, who allegedly extended a $14 million loan to help secure the mansion but now faces ghosting from the couple, as a longtime family acquaintance reveals, turning what was once a supportive friendship into a simmering quarrel over unpaid debts. The broader repercussions could be devastating, as this security obsession not only drains their coffers but risks alienating more benefactors, with reports of celebrity friends hesitating to lend private jets due to the couple's hypocritical climate advocacy, potentially leading to a downward spiral where their isolation deepens, their brand value plummets further after flops like the Spotify deal's collapse and the delayed With Love Meghan series, and the once united front cracks under the strain, fueling divorce rumors that a source behind closed doors suggests stem from Harry's growing homesickness and Meghan's relentless push for entrepreneurial ventures like the rebranded as Ever lifestyle brand, which has yet to yield significant profits. Amid these mounting pressures, the drama intensifies with a mass exodus from their Archewell Foundation and personal staff, where up to 25 employees reportedly fled in 2025 alone, painting a picture of a toxic workplace rife with impossible boss accusations and bullying claims that revive old narratives from their palace days. One can envision Harry's internal monologue as a mix of defensiveness and despair, wondering if his wife's leadership style, described by a well-meaning staff member as oscillating between warmth and chilling froideur, is sabotaging their ambitions. While the surrounding atmosphere in Montecito buzzes with gossip from furious neighbors who decry the couple's billionaire facade masking bankruptcy reality, as chronicled in a scathing Vanity Fair expose that detailed stalled projects and a lack of strategic vision. This churn creates an undercurrent of instability, with cutbacks on communications teams and a shift to paid speaking gigs signaling survival mode, and as someone close to Palace Circles notes, heightening the intrigue of whether these departures stem from financial necessity or interpersonal quarrels, like the alleged fallout with Kris Jenner over photo demands at her birthday bash. Long-term, such instability could torpedo their Hollywood aspirations, as A-listers distance themselves from what a source behind closed doors calls self-obsessed and stale figures, eroding their network and forcing a reevaluation of their post-Megxit strategy, perhaps culminating in the sale of assets like their $4.7 million Portuguese villa or even the Montecito white elephant, which has become a symbol of their overreach, leaving them vulnerable to public schadenfreude and a diminished legacy that contrasts sharply with the steadfast philanthropy of Prince William and Catherine. Yet, beneath this veneer of glamour lies a deeper narrative of hypocrisy and entitlement, as the couple clings to titles like Duchess of Sussex in American settings, while flaunting reworn designer gowns from royal shoots, actions that irk palace insiders and fuel quarrels over protocol breaches. Imagine Meghan's inner resolve hardening against criticism, her thoughts fixated on proving detractors wrong through ventures that blend wellness and commerce. But the oppressive atmosphere of media scrutiny, exacerbated by Harry's bored and restless demeanor and reports of separate trajectories, amplifies the drama, with whispers of marriage friction and Harry's pining for UK life adding emotional layers to their financial crunch. A well-placed source hints at behind-the-scenes pleas to King Charles for aid, met with William's reported blockade of bailouts, creating palace-level intrigue that pressures the family dynamic. The enduring fallout might reshape royal relations irrevocably, as Harry's lost identity and Meghan's shadow risks permanent estrangement, while their cash-strapped status could lead to sensational tell-alls or divorce proceedings that monetize their woes, ironically sustaining the very tabloid ecosystem they decry, and ultimately diminishing their influence to mere cautionary footnotes in the annals of monarchy. As we peel back these layers, it's evident that 2025 marked a pivotal nadir for the Sussexes, with their Montecito haven transforming from a sanctuary into a gilded cage, where the relentless grind of mortgages, security demands, and failed enterprises has stripped away the illusion of triumph, leaving only the raw intrigue of a couple adrift in their own narrative.